Good morning, everyone. It's great to see you all here. Thank you for listening to my answer to the question that given. My name is Fanny Deswita Anggraeni, but you can call me Wita. I am an international management student from University of Tanjung Pura, batch 2019. Today, I'm here to answer the question given by my lecturer, Mr. Adi Mursalin. Firstly, I will answer the question part A, which dealing with the activities in Zoom meeting. There are 4 questions. Then, the next I will answer the question on part B, which deal with the theories of advanced organizational behavior. There are also 15 questions, and then I will watch 2 videos given and answer the question that follows. Well, my friends, let me begin my answers. Part A. The first question, my answer is yes. I always attend the class and also learn a lot of new things from my friends' presentation. There are also many topics that given before the class start. I also giving my best comment and actively discuss with the presenter, also the lecturer. Number 2, there are 7 chapters in total before the midterm test presented by the students. Chapter 1, telling about what is organizational behavior. Chapter 2, diversity in organization. Chapter 3, attitude and satisfaction. Chapter 4, emotional and mood. Chapter 5, personalities and values. Chapter 6, perception and individual decision. And the last, Chapter 7, motivational concepts. Every student presented the material very well, and also we could gain a lot of new insight from it. Also, they provide the question and answer section so that we could ask if there's something that we do not understand. Number 3, what I can get from watching my friend's presentation is I can learn a lot of new things in organizational behavior, which is crucial in life. It keeps me feel amazed and meaningfully engaged. Without learning new things, our life would be right, boring and monotonous. If one has to enjoy in life to the fullest, we must learn as many as new things as possible, and I'm sure that those knowledge can be used later in the future, especially in workplace. Number 4, book that we are using for the organizational behavior studies is the 15th edition of Organizational Behavior by Stephen Robbins and Timothy Jobs. This book was given by Mr. Adi Mursalin in the very first meeting. He gave us the PDF file for this book, so we didn't bother to buy it at the store, and it does save our money, so thank you, Mr. Adi. And now I'm going to answer the question on part B. Number 1, describe the manager function, roles, and skills. For me, function of manager are the various roles played by the manager in organization. A manager is accountable for all the happenings in the firm and is answerable to the management. The 7 major roles played by the managers are, the first one is planning, the basic step required for any project, whether it's big or small, it's the planning stage. The manager needs to plan the schedule and giving the blueprint of how the task is to be done with all the necessary details, and also the manager should have a backup plan that if this doesn't work, then what's next. Number 2, organizing, which next comes to the organizing part where the managers need to synchronize and have to make sure everything goes according to plan. Everything should work as per plan, and if not, then the manager needs to look out the issues and make it work as planned. Number 3 is staffing. In simple words, staffing means grouping of people into different teams and allotting different tasks to them, right? If the team's member have some disputes, then the team member needs to report to the team leader, who will forward it to the manager, and the issue will be taken care of. Then the fourth one is directing or leading. It's a manager's responsibility to guide the employees in all situations in order to avoid conflicts and delay in the task. Manager has to lead the employees so that they can get the clear idea about what is to be done and how to do it. It's reporting. The manager has to keep updated information about all ongoing tasks, and it's all the sole responsibilities to the manager to report the update status to the higher authorities. while all the employees are bound to report to the manager. The 7. Budgeting, a task that has to be complete with the given time frame as well as it should be done cost efficient. The manager needs to be double sure that all the amount invested in the project doesn't exceed the budget given, and in case the imbalance, the budget manager has to report to the management. And the last one is the controlling. It course is not the least role play yet, but manager is having everything under control, whether it is the budget or resources allocation. Everything should be in order. Number 2, mention and explain the disciplines that contribute to the OB field. The first one, it's a psychologist. Psychologist deals with studying human behavior that seeks to explain and sometimes change the behavior of humans and other animals. Psychologists are primarily interested in predicting the behavior of individuals to a great extent by observing the dynamics of personal factors. Those who have contributed and continue to add the knowledge of OB are teaching theorists, personality theorists, counseling psychologists, and primarily industrial, then organization psychologists. Number 2, sociology. The major focus of sociologists is on studying on the social systems which individuals fill their roles. They focus on this group dynamics. They have managed their greatest time to contribution to OB through their studies of group behavior in organizations, particularly formal and sophisticated organizations. Third one, social psychology. Social psychology deals with many themes of phenomena to seek to explain how individual human interaction and human cognition influence culture and is influenced by culture. The unit of analysis is the individual within a group. In reality, some forms sociologists are closely related to social psychologists. Social psychology studies an enormous range of topics including conformity, persuasion, power, influence, obedience, prejudice, discrimination, stereotyping, sexism, racism, and small groups, social categories, intergroup behavior, crowd behavior, social conflict, social change, and decision making. Next is economics. Economics contribute to the organizational behavior to great an extent in designing the organizational structure. Transaction cost economics influence the organization and its structure. Transaction cost economics implies the cost component to make an exchange on the market. This transaction cost economics mind the extent to which the organization structure and size of an organization varies in response to attempts to avoid market failures through minimizing production and transaction costs within the constraint of human and environmental factors. Then we have anthropology, which the main aim of anthropology is acquire a better understanding in the relationship between the human being and the environment. Adaptation to surrounding constitute culture, the manner in which people view their surroundings. Anthropology. The main aim of anthropology is to acquire a better understanding of the relationship between the human being and all the environment. Adaptation to surrounding constitute culture, also the manner in which people view the surroundings in part of the culture. Next, political science, which the last contribution of political science are significant to the understanding of behavior in organization. Political studies, the behavior of studies and group within a political environment, they can contribute to understanding the dynamics of power centers, structuring of conflict and conflict resolution tactics, allocation of power, and how people manipulate power for their individual self-interest. Number 3, explain the challenges and opportunities for organizational behavior. For me, the main challenge and opportunities of organizational behavior are 1. Improving people's skills, 2. Improving qualities and productivities, number 3. Total quality management or TQM, number 4. Managing workplace diversity, number 5. Responding to globalization, number 6. Empowering people, number 7. Coping with temporariness, And number 8, stimulating innovation and change. Number 9, emergence of e-organization and e-commerce. Number 10, improving ethical behavior. 11, improving customer service. 12, helping employees balance work-life conflicts. And the last one, bettering the world. Number 4, how do you manage workforce diversity? To me, while workforce diversity might be somewhat challenging to manage, encouraging and fostering is a way forward for organizations in this increasing global business environment. Organizations which can achieve diversity and manage it well will gain a competitive advantage in terms of innovation and differentiation as well as be prepared employer for top talent. Number 5. What does you know about personality and how does personality affect job performance? For me, personality is a characteristic way of thinking, feeling, and behaving. Personality embraces moods, attitudes, and opinions, and it most clearly expressed as an interaction with other people. Personality affects all aspects of a job performance, even how they react to the situation on all the jobs. Not every personality is suited for every job position, so it's important to recognizing personal traits and pair employees with the duties that fit their personalities the best. This can lead to the increased productivity and job satisfaction, helping your organization to functional more effectively. Number 6. Explain the Myers-Briggs type of indicator. The Myers-Briggs type indicator, or we may know as MBTI, is a self-help assessment test which helps people gain insights about how they work and learn. This is a framework for relationship building, development positivism, and achieving excellence. Then, number 7, please open the following link. And how do you describe your personality? And ask two of your friends to open the link and describe your friend's personality and how you deal with your friend's personality in their manager. I already do the test and what I got is type A personality. So as I read it there, type A personality is ambitious, rigidly organized, highly status conscious, and can be sensitive, care for the other people, are truthfully impatient, always try to help others, take on more than can handle, what other people get to the point, proactive, and obsessed with time management. People with type A personalities are often high achieving as workaholics who multitask, push themselves with deadlines, and hate both delays and ambivalence. And I already asked two of my friends to do this test, which they also got the type A personality. If I was their manager, I have no worry about the trust issues and what I have to manage them for their emotion because we are all have the same type as them. Number 6, please explain type A and type B personality. Type A, as I already said it before, is an ambitious, regularly organized, highly status conscious, can be sensitive, care for other people, truthful, impatient, always try to help others, take on more what they can handle, wants other people to get on point, proactive, obsessed with time management. People with type A personalities are often high achieving workaholics who multitask, push themselves with deadlines, and hate both delays and ambivalence. Which the type B, which individuals as constant to those with type A's personalities. People with type B's personality can be defined by generally life at lower stress level and typically work steadily, enjoying achievement but not becoming stressed when they're not achieved. When faced with competition, they don't mind of losing and either enjoy the game or back down. They may be creative and enjoy exploring ideas and concepts. They are often reflective, thinking about the outer and inner world. Furthermore, type B's personalities may have poor sense of time schedule and can be permanently right-brained things. Number 9. What do you know about the D-type personalities? The D-type personality styles tend to be direct and decisive, sometimes described as dominant, they would prefer to lead than follow the trend toward leadership and management positions. They tend to have high self-confidence and are risk takers, also problem solvers, enabling others to look to them for decision and direction. They tend to be self-starters. Number 10. Explain the difference between moods and emotion. One of the main differences between mood and emotion can be seen in the expression. Mood is something a person may not express, whereas emotion may be expressed. Another difference is that mood may last longer than emotions. Emotions are aroused in people by some specific objects or situation. On the other hand, moods are not created in someone because of any specific object or any particular situation. Mood may not for a long period, whereas the emotion only lasts for the time being. And anger or happiness pertains to time is felt. On the other hand, sadness or any other mood is something that can be felt for many days. Number 11. How do moods and emotion affect the employee's performance? Emotion are pure human physiological phenomena, as employees is critically affected by the behavior in the workplace, and employees' emotion and overall temperament have a significant impact on his job performance, decision-making skills, team spirit, and leadership and turnover. What employees feel and how they express their emotion affects their performance. Emotion directly influence the decision-making, creativity, and interpersonal reasons. This research study analyzed the effect of emotion in employees' job performance and investigates the relationship between anger, interest, and trust of an individual in the workplace with job performance. The result showed that emotion in the workplace were considered important in relation to the employee's well-being and also job satisfaction only. Anger often leads to aggressions toward colleagues, which sad leads to dissatisfaction with the jobs, and emotion like anger, interest, trust is not instantaneous, nor it is prolonged like a mood. Rather, emotion is a brief episode of synchronized change in mind and body, which directly affects the employee's performance. 12. Explain the early theories of motivation. The theories of motivation listed are Maslow hierarchy theories, theory X, theory Y, two factors theories, and McLean's theory of needed. All those theories of motivation used by the supervisor in the present time for encouraging the subordinates towards work. Number 13. What do you know about A. Equality theory, B. Reinforcement theories, C. Self-efficiency theories, and D. Goal-setting theories. So the first one, which equality theories, popularly known as Adam equality theories, aims to strike a balance between an employee's input and output in a workplace. If the employee is able to find his or her right balance, it would lead to more productive relationship with the management. B. Reinforcement theories of motivation was produced by the B.F. Skinner and his associates. It states that individual behavior is a function of its consequence. It's based on the law effect EA. Individual's behavior with positive consequence tends to be repeat, but individual behavior with negative consequence tends not to be repeat. C. Self-efficiency theories. Self-efficiency is related to the concept of self-control and the ability to modulate your behavior to reach your goals. It can sometimes be confused with all self-regulation. They are related but still separate concepts. And last one, goal-setting theories refers to the effects of setting goals in the subsequent performance. Research Edwin Love found that individuals who set specific, difficult goals perform better than those who set general, easy goals. Love proposed 5 basic principles of goal setting, which clarity, challenge, commitment, feedbacks, and task complexity. Number 14. Give the explanation on motivation and ways to motivate students in English language learning. The motivation in English learning is for students is we can gain more information and we can be more intellectual. Five ways to motivate students to learn English is 1. Make the class become communicative. 2. Make class practical. 3. Make class fun. 4. Forge relationships. And 5. Give feedback. 15. What have you obtained from studying 7 chapters of OB? From all of the chapters, I can get to all motivation theories, which the studies of understanding is relevant to all society, but is explicitly important to business and management. That's because motivates employees more productive, and more productive employees is more profitable. Now I'm going to answer the last part, which is the part C. Now, there are 2 videos deals with the questions. From the first video, we can see that speakers is talking about emotion and mood, definition, and all the effects of mood and emotions. The difference between emotional labor on employees, identify the emotion regulations and their effects, also apply the concept about emotion and mood specifically in organizational behavior and implication for managers. And on the second video is talking about the personality test. From the video, I would say that the personality test is not truly accurate and comprehensive specification of who you are, because there are 2 elements called validity and reliability, and there is a research found that 50% of people had different results in their second time test. Actually, a personality test will only tell you when you tell it, and the results based on how honest and self-reflective you are with your questions. So guys, I think I already answered all of the questions of organizational behavior class. Thank you for watching, and I'm sorry if there's any wrong words or answer from me. See you later. Goodbye.